Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Are you thinking about ditching those hefty electricity bills and harnessing the power of the sun with an on-grid solar system? Fantastic. But before you dive in, it's crucial to figure out the right size system for your needs. In this video, we're going to break down the essential calculations you need to estimate the ideal size of your on-grid solar system. Don't worry, it's not rocket science. We'll walk through it step by step. Key factors for calculation. To get started, we need to consider a few key factors. Grab a pen and paper or your favorite note-taking app. 1. Your average daily energy consumption. First up, your average daily energy consumption. This is the total amount of electricity your household uses in a typical day. The easiest way to find this is by looking at your electricity bills. Most bills will show your monthly consumption in kilowatt hours, kWh. To get your average daily consumption, simply divide your monthly usage by the number of days in that billing cycle. It's a good idea to look at a few recent bills to get a good average, as your usage might vary throughout the year. Second, peak sun hours in your location. Next, we need to consider the peak sun hours in your location. This refers to the average number of hours per day when the sun's intensity is at its peak, essentially when your solar panels are producing the most power. The peak sun hours vary depending on where you live. You can usually find this information from local solar installers, meteorological websites, or even online solar calculators. Knowing your average daily peak sun hours is crucial for estimating how much energy your panels can generate. 3. Your desired offset percentage. Now let's talk about your desired offset percentage. This is the percentage of your electricity needs you want your solar system to cover. Do you want to cover 50%, 80%, or even aim for 100% and potentially feed excess energy back to the grid? This is a personal choice based on your budget and energy goals. Keep in mind that aiming for a 100% offset might require a larger system and could involve regulations regarding grid feed-in. Here's the basic calculation. Alright, with these key factors in hand, let's get to the basic calculation. First, we calculate your desired daily energy production. Simply multiply your average daily consumption by your desired offset percentage. Example, 20 kilowatt hours daily consumption. Multiple by 0.80, 80% offset equals to 16 kilowatt hours desired daily production. So in this example, if your average daily consumption is 20 kilowatt hours and you want an 80% offset, you'd aim to produce 16 kilowatt hours of energy per day from your solar panels. Next, to figure out the required solar panel capacity in kilowatts, kW, you divide your desired daily energy production by the average daily peak sun hours in your location. Example, 16 kilowatt hours desired daily production divided by 6 peak sun hours is approximately 2.67 kilowatts required solar panel capacity. So in this example, you would need a solar panel system with a capacity of roughly 2.67 kilowatts. Now remember that solar panels come in different wattages. To figure out how many panels you'll need, you'll divide your required system capacity by the wattage of the panels you choose. For example, if you opt for 400 watt panels, number of solar panels equals required solar panel capacity in kilowatts times 1000 divided by panel wattage in watts. Example, 2.67 kilowatts into 1000 divided by 400 watts is approximately 6.68 panels. Since you can't install fractions of panels, you'd likely round up to 7 panels in this scenario. Now this is a simplified calculation. In reality, there are other factors to consider, such as panel efficiency. More efficient panels can generate more power in the same amount of space. System losses. There will be some energy loss during conversion from DC to AC and through wiring. A common estimate for system losses is around 15 to 20%. Roof space and orientation. The amount of usable unshaded roof space and its orientation towards the sun will impact the number of panels you can install. Future energy needs. Consider if your energy consumption is likely to increase in the future, e.g. adding an electric vehicle. Because of these factors, it's always a good idea to get quotes and professional assessments from reputable solar installers. They can provide a more accurate calculation based on your specific situation and local conditions. They'll also factor in things like inverter size and battery storage if you're considering a hybrid system in the future. So there you have it, a basic understanding of how to calculate the size of an on-grid solar system. Remember to do your research, consider all the factors, and don't hesitate to reach out to the experts. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more solar energy insights. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.